Have you ever felt that love is just beyond your reach? Like a distant star you can see but never touch? Perhaps the missing piece isn't out there in the world, it's within you. Love isn't something to find, it's something to awaken. Something that's already within your heart, waiting patiently for you to embrace it. This meditation is not just about attracting love into your life. It's about rediscovering yourself. Tapping into the infinite well of love that already exists within you. It's about realizing that you are love itself. And the moment you fully embody this truth, the universe mirrors it back to you. Let us embark on this journey together, a journey not to the world outside but into the profound, tender, and infinite space of your own heart. Step 1. Returning to the heart of your being. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to forget the most important truth, that we are, at our core, beings of love. We get caught in the noise of the outside world, chasing after fleeting desires, external validation, and accomplishments, hoping that somewhere out there lies the key to our happiness. Yet, the truth is, the key has always been within us. Take a moment now to pause. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. And tune into the rhythm of your breath. With each inhale, feel the air fill your lungs. And with each exhale, let go of any tension, any distractions, any thoughts that pull you away from this present moment. The breath you are taking right now is not just air, it is the very essence of life itself, flowing through you. Each breath carries with it the energy of the universe, sustaining you, connecting you to everything around you. As you breathe, place your hand gently over your heart. Feel its steady beat, the pulse of life that resides within you. Your heart is not merely an organ, it is the center of your being, the sacred space where all your experiences, dreams, desires, and true essence reside. It holds your deepest truths, your innermost longings, and the boundless potential that is waiting to be awakened. So often, we neglect this heart space, focusing instead on what lies outside, what we can see, touch, and acquire. We search for love in relationships, in possessions, in achievements, hoping to fill the emptiness we feel inside. But in doing so, we overlook the love that is already present, waiting for us to reconnect with it. This moment, right here, right now, is an invitation to return to yourself. To return to the love that is your birthright. To remember that the peace, the joy, and the fulfillment you seek are not outside of you, they are within you. Always. It's time to stop searching. It's time to come home. As you sit in stillness, let your breath carry you inward. Let go of the noise, the distractions, and the urgency of the world around you. Create space within your being. And in that space, set an intention. A simple, yet powerful intention. May I reconnect with the love that lives in my heart. May I embrace this love so fully that it transforms the very fabric of my life. May I recognize that I am not incomplete, but whole in the love that flows through me and is me. By setting this intention, you align yourself with the true energy of love, not as something to chase or acquire, but as something that you already are. Love is not a goal to be attained, but a state of being to be realized. It is not something you need to find, because it has always been here, patiently waiting for you to remember. Take a deep breath, and with it, let go of any doubts, fears, or misconceptions. Let go of the belief that you are somehow unworthy of love, or that love is something external to you. Know that you are a vessel of love, filled to the brim with its infinite potential. The love you seek in the world is simply a reflection of the love you already embody. When you return to the heart, you return to the source of all that you are. As you sit quietly, feel the energy in your heart expand. Feel it fill you from the inside out. With every breath, allow this energy to grow, to multiply, to flow beyond the confines of your chest. Imagine this love as a radiant light, glowing brightly within you, reaching out into the world around you. This light has the power to heal, to attract, to transform, because love is the most powerful force in the universe. You don't need to search for love, it's already here, within you. And as you embrace this love, as you align yourself with it, you begin to radiate it into the world. Like a magnet, love will be drawn to you. Not the love that is based on need or lack, but the love that is whole, abundant, and unconditional. The love that is a reflection of who you truly are. In the stillness, as you breathe deeply and gently, remind yourself of this truth. I am love. I am whole. I am complete. Let this mantra resonate within you. Let it sink deep into your being. You do not need to strive for love, because love is already your nature. It is the truth of who you are. And the more you connect with this truth, the more it will manifest in your life. Remember, love is not something you do, it is something you are. And in this moment, you have returned to the heart of your being. You have returned to the place where love resides, waiting to be expressed through you. The sacredness of the heart. The heart, in many spiritual traditions, is considered the seat of the soul, the place where the divine resides within us. In Buddhism, the heart is seen as the source of compassion, loving kindness, metta, and wisdom. When we return to our heart, we are not just returning to ourselves, we are returning to our innate capacity to love and to be loved, to heal and to be healed. In the teachings of the Buddha, we are reminded that everything we experience in the world is a reflection of our inner state. If we are filled with love, that love will naturally be reflected in our relationships, in the way we perceive the world, and in the energy we attract. But if we are filled with fear, doubt, or insecurity, that too will be reflected in our experiences. The first step, then, in attracting love is not to chase after it, but to become the embodiment of it. When we align ourselves with the energy of love, we begin to resonate with it. We begin to radiate it out into the world. And the world responds in kind. This is the essence of meditation. Meditation is not just about quieting the mind, it's about returning to the heart. It's about reconnecting with the love that is our true nature. When we meditate, we create space for love to flourish. We let go of the distractions of the mind and allow the stillness to guide us back to our deepest essence. The power of intention. In Buddhism, intention, or sadhana, is considered one of the most powerful forces in shaping our reality. Our intentions are like seeds that we plant in the fertile ground of our consciousness. What we intend, we create. And so, when we set the intention to reconnect with love, we are planting a powerful seed of transformation. But intention alone is not enough. We must also embody it. We must align our thoughts, words, and actions with our deepest desires. When we do, we begin to shift the energy around us. The more we align with love, the more love will naturally flow into our lives. This is why it is so important to approach this practice with an open heart, with sincerity, and with the understanding that love is not something we need to earn, it is something we are born with. And all we need to do is remember it. The love that already exists. In the heart of every person lies a boundless well of love. This love is not dependent on external circumstances, it is an intrinsic part of our being. When we return to the heart, we are returning to that well. We are reconnecting with the limitless potential of love, compassion, and wisdom that resides within us. Take a moment now to sit in stillness, to reconnect with your breath, and to feel the love that already exists in your heart. This love is not something you need to seek or chase, it is something you need to remember. Know that you are already whole. You are already loved. You are already worthy. The love you seek is not somewhere out there, it is within you. Always. And as you reconnect with this love, as you align yourself with it, you will see the world transform before your eyes. This is the beginning of your journey. You have returned to the heart of who you are. And from this place of love, all things are possible. Step 2. Planting the seed of love. Imagine, for a moment, that you are holding in your hands a small, delicate seed. This seed, though tiny, holds within it an immense power, an unspoken promise of what is yet to come. It is not just a simple seed, it is the embodiment of your deepest desires, your highest aspirations, and the limitless potential of love that resides within you. This seed is a reflection of the love you were born with, the love that is your truest essence. As you look at this seed in your hands, notice its texture. Feel the smoothness of its surface, the weight of it resting gently in your palm. You can sense its warmth, its quiet energy, as if it is already alive, waiting to grow. With every small detail you observe, you begin to realize that this seed is not an object outside of you. It is an extension of your own heart. It represents everything that you desire to manifest in your life: the love, the connection, the joy, the peace. All of this potential is held in the palm of your hand. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of seeds, bija, is central to the idea of karma and the law of cause and effect. Each action, each thought, each intention we have is like a seed that we plant in the fertile soil of our mind. These seeds eventually grow into our experiences and shape our reality. Just as a seed, when planted in the right conditions, grows into something beautiful and abundant, so too can the seeds of love, kindness, and compassion flourish within us, transforming our lives. As you hold this seed, feel its energy. With every breath you take, imagine that this seed is breathing with you, sharing in the same rhythm of life. Your breath is a sacred act of connection, drawing the energy of the universe into your body, and in turn, giving life to the seed in your hands. As you inhale, breathe in the vitality of this seed. As you exhale, imagine releasing any doubts, fears, or insecurities that might block the growth of love within you. Let go of the belief that love is something outside of you, something you must earn, and instead embrace the truth that love is already within you, waiting to bloom. Now, gently place this seed into your heart. As you do, feel it settle within you, deep into the center of your being. The heart, in Buddhist teachings, is considered the seat of wisdom, compassion, and love. It is the place where the most profound truths reside, and where the energy of the universe is most deeply felt. When we return to the heart, we return to the source of all things, to the place where everything is interconnected. Feel the seed as it rests within your heart. Imagine its energy merging with yours, becoming one with the very essence of your being. There is a warmth that spreads through your chest, as though the seed is being nourished by the very energy of your love. With every breath, feel this warmth grow, expanding outward into your body. You are not just holding a seed, you are embodying love itself. This is the moment when love begins to awaken within you, not as a distant, abstract concept, but as a living, breathing force that flows through your veins. Love is not something you need to find, it is already inside of you, waiting to be recognized. Like the seed you've just planted, love is not something that needs to be searched for in external sources. It is a natural part of who you are. It is the very essence of your being, and it has always been there, waiting for you to reconnect with it. As you continue to breathe deeply, visualize the seed beginning to sprout. At first, it is just a small, tender shoot pushing its way through the soil of your heart. See the green tendrils reaching upward, eager to stretch toward the light. This is the first sign of life. The first sign of love awakening within you. In Buddhism, we speak of the heart-mind, citta, the space where our thoughts and emotions are cultivated. Just as a gardener tends to a garden, so too must we tend to the seeds we plant in our hearts. We must water them with kindness, with patience, and with awareness. We must nurture them with positive thoughts, loving actions, and a willingness to be open and vulnerable. When we tend to the seeds of love within our hearts, they grow into something beautiful and abundant, something that has the power to transform not just our lives, but the world around us. The shoot continues to grow, reaching toward the light of your heart's wisdom. As it does, so does the love within you. The love that was once a seed is now becoming a plant, growing stronger with every passing moment. It is vibrant and alive, full of energy and potential. This growth is a reflection of your own personal transformation. The more you tend to this love, the more it expands and multiplies. It is unstoppable. Let this be a reminder to you: love is not something you wait for, something that comes when the time is right. Love is something you cultivate, nurture, and allow to grow within you. It is something that flourishes when you give it your attention, your care, and your energy. Just as a plant needs sunlight, water, and fertile soil to grow, so too does love need your attention, your patience, and your commitment to personal growth. Every time you return to your heart, every time you breathe into this space of love, you are watering the seed within you. You are giving it the conditions it needs to thrive. And just as a plant grows toward the light, so too does your love grow toward the light of your true self. As the plant continues to grow, imagine that it begins to bloom. Beautiful flowers begin to emerge from the green shoots, petals unfolding with grace and elegance. These flowers are the manifestations of your love, your kindness, your compassion, your joy, your connection to others. This growth is not limited to your own heart. As you cultivate love within yourself, it naturally begins to expand outward, touching everyone and everything around you. The love you give to yourself will be reflected in the love you receive from others. The more you allow this love to grow within you, the more you will see its presence in your relationships, in your work, and in the way you experience the world. The seed of love that you have planted in your heart is no longer just a seed. It is now a living, breathing force that is shaping your reality. It is a reminder that love is not something external to be sought after, but an internal truth to be discovered. It is a reminder that you are already whole, already complete, and already loved. And as you continue to nurture this love within you, it will continue to grow, becoming stronger, more vibrant, and more expansive with each passing day. Take a moment now to sit in stillness and acknowledge the love that is growing within you. Feel the warmth in your chest, the gentle pulse of life, the energy that is flowing through you. This is your love. This is your power. This is your true nature. In this moment, know that you are already everything you need to be. You are love. You are light. You are the seed of transformation. And just as a seed, with the right care and attention, will one day bloom into something extraordinary, so too will the love you cultivate within yourself bloom into a beautiful, vibrant reality. The Buddhist view of seeds and transformation. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of seeds plays a central role in understanding how our actions, thoughts, and intentions shape our lives. Just as a seed has the potential to grow into a tree, a flower, or a fruit, Our thoughts and actions plant seeds in the fertile soil of our consciousness. What we think, what we feel, and what we do today creates the conditions for tomorrow's reality. By planting the seed of love within your heart, you are making a powerful choice to create a future that is filled with kindness, compassion, and connection. The love you cultivate will grow and expand, shaping the life you wish to create for yourself and the world around you. Just as a gardener carefully tends to a garden, so too must you tend to the seeds of love within your heart. With time, patience, and care, you will see the fruits of your labor unfold, bringing joy and peace into your life. Step 3. Revisiting love's memory. Now, let us deepen our connection to love by revisiting a moment when love felt not just an emotion but a presence. Love, in its truest form, is not merely a fleeting feeling or a passing moment. It is a deep, sacred energy that permeates our being, shaping our thoughts, our actions, and our relationships. Love is always available to us, it is within us, waiting to be recognized and awakened. But sometimes, in the noise of the world, we forget its presence. That is why we must return to a memory, a moment, a feeling when love was undeniable, tangible, and radiant. Take a moment now, and gently close your eyes. Begin by breathing deeply, allowing the calm rhythm of your breath to settle you. With every inhale, invite peace into your being. With every exhale, let go of any distractions, any worries, or any doubt. As you become more centered, open yourself to the memory that is waiting to come forward, the moment when love wrapped itself around you like a warm, comforting embrace. Perhaps it was the feeling of being held by a friend, their arms enveloping you with care and understanding. Or maybe it was the shared laughter of a family gathering, the sound of joy echoing in your heart. It could have been the feeling of being truly seen and heard, with no judgment or pretense. Simply a moment of pure connection. Perhaps it was the beauty of nature, watching a sunset as it painted the sky with colors too vivid to describe. Feeling the gentle breeze kiss your skin. Or standing at the edge of the ocean, listening to the rhythm of the waves as they whispered timeless secrets. Whatever this moment is for you, let it surface now. As you bring this memory into your awareness, begin to immerse yourself in it. Step into it, as if you were once again there, experiencing everything with all your senses. What did the air smell like in that moment? Was there the scent of flowers, of fresh rain, or of earth after the storm? Perhaps it was the fragrance of the ocean breeze or the warmth of a sun-drenched afternoon. Notice the colors around you. Were the hues rich and vibrant, like the golden glow of a sunset? Or soft and delicate, like the pale pink of cherry blossoms in bloom? Let yourself feel the temperature of the moment. Was the sun warm against your skin? Or did the cool embrace of a gentle breeze kiss your face? Were you standing or sitting? Were you in motion? Or were you still, completely immersed in the experience? Relive each and every detail, as if you were returning to that moment. Allow your body to reconnect to the sensations, to the energy that was alive then. Now, bring your attention inward. How does your heart feel as you recall this moment? Do you feel a sense of softness in your chest? A fullness, as if your heart is expanding with warmth and light? Perhaps a sense of peace or joy has arisen, and you may even feel a smile forming on your lips. This is the energy of love that you carry within you. The energy that is always available when you choose to reconnect with it. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness, sati, teaches us to be fully present with our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. By revisiting this moment of love, you are practicing mindfulness. You are returning to a time when love was pure and untainted, when it flowed effortlessly and freely. You are awakening this memory not as a mere recollection, but as a living experience. A present moment that is available to you now. The Buddha spoke often of the importance of cultivating a heart that is open, receptive, and compassionate. The more we practice this openness, the more we invite love into our lives. But here is something important to remember: love is not something you lack, something you need to find. It is already within you. This memory, this moment, is not an isolated event, it is a reminder of the love that is always present. We are often conditioned to look outside of ourselves for love, to seek it in relationships, in achievements, in things. Yet, the truest love is the love that comes from within. It is the love that does not depend on external circumstances, but is sustained by the awareness that love is your essence, your nature, your being. As you immerse yourself in this memory, notice how your heart begins to feel. Is it more open? More expansive? More at peace? This feeling of love, this connection to the sacred energy within you, is not just a passing moment. It is a living, breathing force that flows through you, shaping everything you encounter. The more you connect with this love, the more you will begin to attract it, not from a place of need, but from a place of abundance. When you recognize that love is not something you must seek, but something you already are, you begin to radiate that energy into the world. You will attract the love that mirrors this deep, inner knowing. Love, in its purest form, is not an emotion that comes and goes with circumstances. It is a constant. Like the vastness of the ocean, it is unchanging, ever-present, and infinitely deep. In Buddhist teachings, love is often equated with compassion, karuna, the boundless, unconditional love that we cultivate not just for ourselves, but for all beings. True love is not self-serving, it is the recognition of interconnectedness, the understanding that we are all expressions of the same divine essence. When we connect with love in this way, we are not just filling our own hearts, but offering that love to all those around us, transforming the world with our presence. Revisiting this moment of love is an invitation to remember that you are love. It is not something you need to chase or search for outside yourself. The love you seek is within you, always waiting to be awakened. The more you connect with this energy, the more it will grow, filling your life with peace, joy, and compassion. And as it grows within you, so too will your capacity to offer that love to others. The Buddha spoke often of the importance of cultivating an open heart. Through meditation and mindfulness, we can return to our hearts and reconnect with the love that lies within. This is not a love that depends on external validation or approval, but a love that is independent, self-sustaining, and rooted in the understanding that we are all one. So, as you reflect on this moment, ask yourself, how does this memory of love shape the way you move through the world? How does it influence your thoughts, your actions, your relationships? When you are rooted in love, you are grounded in a deep sense of peace. You are no longer dependent on the outside world to provide you with love, for you are already full. Let this memory serve as a reminder of who you are, a being of love. Allow it to guide you in every moment, every breath, every interaction. When you live from this place, love will naturally flow into your life, and the world will reflect the love that you carry within. You are not just seeking love, you are becoming love. Step 4. Listening to the wisdom of the heart. The heart is often regarded as the center of our emotional and spiritual existence. Yet, in the hustle and bustle of life, we tend to forget that it is much more than just an organ that pumps blood through our veins. In the teachings of Buddhism, the heart is not merely the physical seat of our emotions, it is a wellspring of profound wisdom, a sacred space that holds the truth of who we are. In its stillness, The heart speaks. But too often, the noise of the world drowns out its subtle whispers. The wisdom of the heart is not loud or forceful. It does not demand attention. Nor does it shout over the noise of our thoughts. Instead, it speaks gently, quietly, like a breeze that rustles the leaves, urging us to pause, to listen, to be still. In the modern world, we are often trained to value the intellect over the heart, to look for answers in the external world rather than in the depths of our own being. But true wisdom, the kind that leads to lasting peace and happiness, is not found in the relentless pursuit of knowledge or in the frenetic chase for success. It is found in the quiet moments of reflection, in the stillness of the heart, and in the simple yet profound awareness that all the answers we seek are already within us. Take a moment now and close your eyes. Allow yourself to breathe deeply, feeling the air move in and out of your body. With every inhale, you draw in peace. With every exhale, you release tension and distraction. Let your breath be the anchor that holds you in the present moment, where the wisdom of your heart can be heard. As you settle into this quiet space, begin to tune out the noise, the thoughts that swirl endlessly in your mind, the concerns that tug at your attention. Let go of all the external distractions, and come back to yourself, to the heart that has always been with you, waiting for you to listen. Now, in the silence of your mind, ask your heart a question: what do you want me to know about love? Allow this question to rest gently in your awareness, without any need for answers, without any rush. The heart does not answer immediately, for its wisdom is not immediate, it is subtle. Like the slow unfurling of a flower. Trust that the message is already on its way, that the answer will come in its own time and its own way. Be open to the message that arises. It may come as a word, a feeling, an image, or even a sense of knowing. Sometimes, it is not a single, clear message, but a quiet knowing that lingers in the background of your awareness. Whatever arises, trust it. The wisdom of your heart is not the same as the reasoning of your mind. It is not logical or linear, it is intuitive, compassionate, and deeply connected to the essence of who you are. In moments like this, when we pause and listen deeply to the heart, we often hear the same message: you are already whole. You are already worthy. This message, though simple, carries profound truth. In Buddhism, we speak often of sunyata, emptiness, not as something to be feared, but as the realization that everything is interconnected, that nothing exists in isolation. This emptiness is not a void, but a vast space that holds all potential. It is in this space that love resides. The heart is not empty in the sense of being devoid of meaning, it is empty in the sense that it is untainted by the expectations, judgments, and attachments of the mind. It is whole, complete, and perfect just as it is. The message that you are already whole is a reminder that you do not need to search outside of yourself for love, for validation, or for worth. These things are not given to you by others, they are inherent in you. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of anatta, non-self, teaches us that the self is not a fixed, permanent entity. Instead, we are in a constant state of flux, evolving and changing. And yet, within this ever-changing flow, there is an underlying essence of being that is unshakable, timeless, and infinite. This essence is the heart, the core of who we are. And it is complete and full in every moment. In moments of self-doubt or uncertainty, we may forget this truth. We may look at ourselves through the lens of judgment, measuring our worth by external standards, by our achievements, our relationships, or how we are perceived by others. But the wisdom of the heart reminds us that these external markers do not define us. Love does not come from what we do or how others see us, it comes from the pure, unblemished nature of our being. You are worthy not because of your accomplishments, but because you are. You are worthy because you exist. Because you are a part of the vast, interconnected web of life. And because you are capable of love, compassion, and understanding. In this moment, listen deeply to your heart. What does it tell you about love? Does it speak to you of acceptance? Of peace? Of the fullness that comes from simply being? Perhaps it whispers, "You are enough." These simple words carry a profound truth. One that is often hard for us to accept in a world that constantly demands more success, more achievement, more validation. But the truth is, you are already whole. And love is not something you must earn. It is something you embody. Something you become when you connect with the deepest part of yourself. This wisdom, though ancient, is timeless. It is the same message that the Buddha shared with his followers: when we let go of attachment, when we release the need to prove our worth, we open ourselves to the love that is always present. The heart, in its quiet wisdom, knows that love is not something that comes and goes like the tides of the ocean. Love is a constant, an eternal presence that flows from within. It is not bound by time, place, or circumstance. It is the very essence of who you are. As you listen to the wisdom of your heart, know that you are being guided. The heart always knows the way. It knows what is true, what is real, and what is most important. When we silence the noise of the mind and the distractions of the world, we can hear the heart's voice clearly. It speaks not in words, but in feelings, in sensations, in moments of deep knowing. Trust whatever arises, and know that it is the answer you need in this moment. In the teachings of Buddhism, we speak of metta, loving kindness, as a practice of unconditional love that we cultivate not only for others but for ourselves. To listen to the wisdom of your heart is to practice metta toward yourself. It is to recognize that you are deserving of the same compassion and care that you so often give to others. When you truly understand that you are worthy of love, you begin to radiate that love outward. It becomes a force that heals, that nurtures, and that connects you to all beings. Your heart knows this truth: you are enough. You are whole. You are worthy of love. It is a message that transcends time and space. A message that the Buddha shared with us all those centuries ago and that echoes within each of us today. As you listen to your heart, may you feel its message deeply. And may it guide you toward a life that is full of love, peace, and wisdom. Remember, love is not something you must search for. It is not something you must earn. It is something you embody, something you are. And as you cultivate this love within yourself, you become a vessel through which love can flow freely into the world, transforming not only your own life but the lives of all those you encounter. So, listen. Listen deeply to your heart. It speaks to you with kindness, with love, and with wisdom. Trust its voice, for it is the voice of your true self. And in this sacred space, you will find the love that has always been there, waiting for you to recognize it. You are whole. You are worthy. And you are loved. Step 5. Embodying love through affirmations. Affirmations are not just words spoken into the air. They are sacred invocations, acts of alignment, and practices of remembrance. Each word you speak is an offering, a seed planted in the fertile soil of your consciousness. And like all seeds, these words, these affirmations, carry within them the potential to grow, to bloom, and to transform your life. In the teachings of Buddhism, the mind is often referred to as a garden, and the thoughts we cultivate are like the plants that grow there. If we plant seeds of peace, love, and kindness, They will blossom into a life full of harmony and compassion. Conversely, if we plant seeds of fear, doubt, or negativity, we will reap the fruits of those thoughts. Therefore, to embody love, we must first speak it, think it, and live it. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to shape your reality by aligning your inner world with the truth of who you are. The Buddha, in his teachings on mindfulness and self-awareness, encouraged us to pay attention to our thoughts, for they are the architects of our experience. When we consciously repeat affirmations that resonate with the highest truth of our being, we invite that truth into our lives. Through this practice, we begin to embody love, not as something outside of us to chase, but as something that is already a part of who we are. Take a moment now and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Let the breath fill your body, bringing with it a sense of calm and clarity. With each inhale, feel the presence of peace. With each exhale, release any tension or resistance that may be lingering within you. Allow your mind to settle, like the still waters of a lake, reflecting the sky above with perfect clarity. In this peaceful state, you are ready to plant the seeds of love within your heart. Now, repeat the following affirmations. Say them aloud or silently within, but say them with intention, with full awareness of their meaning. Allow the words to flow from your heart, not just your mind. I am love. In Buddhism, the nature of all beings is said to be Tathagatagarbha, the Buddha nature. This is the inherent potential for enlightenment that resides within each of us. At our core, we are not separate from love, we are love itself. To say I am love is not an act of ego or vanity, it is an act of remembering. It is a recognition that love is not something you must acquire or chase, it is something that flows from the very essence of your being. You are not merely capable of love, you are love itself. This love is not conditional. It does not depend on external circumstances, achievements, or validations. It is the eternal truth of who you are. When you affirm I am love, you are calling forth your highest nature. You are aligning yourself with the vibration of the universe, which is love. In the Buddhist teachings, love is often described as maitri, loving kindness, and unconditional, all-encompassing love that transcends personal attachments and desires. This love is limitless. It is vast and boundless, just as the sky is vast and boundless. In the same way, your capacity for love is boundless. You have always been love. And you always will be. I am whole and complete. This affirmation speaks to the inherent wholeness of your being. In Buddhism, we often speak of the concept of sunyata, emptiness, not as something to be feared or avoided, but as the realization that we are interconnected with all things. We are not isolated beings, we are part of a larger whole, part of the intricate web of life. This understanding of emptiness is not a void, but a space of infinite potential. A space where everything and nothing exists simultaneously. When we say, I am whole and complete, we are affirming that there is nothing lacking in us. We are not broken, nor do we need to be fixed. We are already perfect in our imperfection. The practice of Dharma teaches us that true peace and love come from realizing our completeness. We are complete, not because we have achieved everything we desire, but because we are already part of the vast, interconnected whole of the universe. Your completeness is not defined by your achievements, your appearance, or your circumstances. It is defined by the truth of your being. You are whole simply because you exist. In the Buddha's teachings, this understanding is key to attaining inner peace. When we realize that we are complete just as we are, we free ourselves from the need to constantly search for external validation. We learn to accept ourselves, to love ourselves unconditionally, and to recognize the inherent worth that has always been present within us. The love I seek is also seeking me. This affirmation carries a powerful message. Love is not something you must chase. It is not something that exists outside of you, waiting to be found. Instead, love is already seeking you. It is already present, already flowing toward you. Just as a river flows toward the ocean, so too does love flow toward you. In the teachings of Buddhism, love is not a separate entity, but a force that is interconnected with all things. It is present in every moment, in every breath, and in every being. When you affirm, "The love I seek is also seeking me," you are acknowledging that love is not something to be acquired. It is something to be received, something to be allowed. Love, like the Dharma, is already here, always available, waiting for you to open your heart to it. In the Buddhist practice of metta, loving kindness, we are encouraged to cultivate an open heart. A heart that is willing to give and receive love freely. By saying this affirmation, you are opening yourself to the flow of love, knowing that it is already coming toward you. You need not chase it. You need only allow it. I am grateful for the love already in my life. Gratitude is a powerful practice in Buddhism. The Buddha taught that gratitude is a key to understanding the nature of existence. When we express gratitude, we acknowledge the abundance that is already present in our lives. This simple act shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. It brings us back to the present moment, where love and abundance are already available to us. By affirming "I am grateful for the love already in my life," you are training your mind to focus on the love that already surrounds you, even if you feel that love is lacking in your life. This affirmation reminds you that love is always present, even in small moments. It is in the kindness of a friend, the warmth of a smile, the beauty of a sunset, or the quiet moments of reflection. Love is already here. By cultivating gratitude, you open your heart to the love that is already flowing through you and around you. Every day, love flows to me effortlessly. In Buddhism, we speak of the law of attraction, the understanding that like attracts like. When you embody love, you attract more love into your life. This affirmation speaks to the ease with which love flows when we are in alignment with it. Love is not a struggle. It does not require effort or force. It flows effortlessly when we stop resisting it, when we open ourselves to it fully. When you say, "Every day, love flows to me effortlessly," you are affirming that love is abundant and easily accessible. You are affirming that you are worthy of receiving love, and that you no longer need to chase after it or seek it outside yourself. Love is already flowing toward you, and all you need to do is allow it. This affirmation is a reminder that love is not a destination, it is a journey. And this journey flows effortlessly when we align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe. The power of affirmations in transforming your life. Affirmations are more than just words, they are vibrations that align us with the highest truths of our being. Each time you speak an affirmation, you are creating a resonance that transforms your energy, your thoughts, and your actions. In the practice of Buddhism, we learn that our thoughts are powerful. They shape our experiences, our relationships, and our sense of self. By repeating affirmations, you reprogram your mind to align with the truth of who you are, a being of love, light, and boundless potential. As you repeat these affirmations, feel their truth resonate in your heart. Allow the energy of each word to penetrate your consciousness, to dissolve any limiting beliefs or fears that may arise. Know that these affirmations are not just hopeful words, they are the truths of your being, spoken into existence. They are reminders that you are love, that you are whole, and that love is already seeking you. With each repetition, the vibration of love becomes more deeply embedded in your being. It becomes a natural part of who you are. And as you continue to embody this love, You will find that it flows effortlessly into all areas of your life, your relationships, your work, your health, and your connection to the world around you. Remember, love is not something you have to chase. It is already within you. Always has been. And always will be. Through the practice of affirmations, you open yourself to the flow of love, allowing it to expand and grow in your life. And as you align yourself with this love, you become a beacon of love for others, radiating kindness, compassion, and peace into the world. So, repeat these affirmations often. Not just with your words, but with your heart. Feel them, believe them, and embody them. Know that the love you seek is already within you, waiting to flow effortlessly into your life. And as you cultivate this love, you will find that the world around you reflects it back to you, in ways both big and small. May you embody love in all that you do. And may love flow to you effortlessly. Every day. Step 6. Living as love. The journey of embodying love is not merely a practice, it is a transformation of the entire being. It is a shift from seeing love as something outside of us, something we must earn or chase, to recognizing it as the very essence of our existence. In this step, we are called not just to feel love in moments of quiet meditation or reflection, but to live it, breathe it, and radiate it in every aspect of our lives. This is the practice of truly living as love. It's the embodiment of the teachings that the Buddha imparted about interconnection, about the inherent nature of compassion, and about the limitless potential of our hearts. Love is not a fleeting emotion or a temporary state of mind, it is an energy, a vibration that flows through us, a light that we can shine in every moment of our lives. Love is an energy, not a transaction. In Buddhism, the concept of dana, generosity, is a cornerstone of practice. Generosity, however, is not just about giving material things. It is about offering our hearts, our attention, and our compassion to the world without expecting anything in return. This is true love, giving freely, not out of obligation or desire for recognition, but out of a deep understanding that love is abundant and infinite. It is like a river that flows through the land, nourishing all in its path without asking for anything back. When we move through our lives as love, we stop looking for love as something external to us, something we need to find, to achieve, to possess. Instead, we recognize that love is already here, already flowing through us. It is in our thoughts, our actions, our words, and in the energy we send out into the world. In the Metta Sutta, the Buddha's discourse on loving kindness, the Buddha teaches us that true loving kindness, or metta, is an all-encompassing, unconditional love. This love is not attached to any specific outcome, nor does it depend on the actions or behaviors of others. It is a love that flows freely, like water in a river, without discrimination. This kind of love does not seek anything in return, it is given simply because it is the nature of our being to give love. And when we give love freely, it has the power to transform not just our lives, but the world around us. The reflection of love in the world around us. As you begin to embody love, you will start to notice subtle yet profound changes in the way the world interacts with you. Just as the Buddha taught about the nature of perception and consciousness, you will begin to see that the world around you is a reflection of your inner state. When your heart is filled with love, you will notice that love begins to appear in unexpected places. Strangers will smile at you, even on your hardest days. Conversations with others will feel more connected, more open, and more compassionate. In the teachings of the Buddha, we learn that our external world is a mirror of our internal world. When we cultivate loving kindness and compassion within, we see those qualities reflected in our interactions with others. Just as the Buddha spoke of the interconnectedness of all beings, so too do we begin to see the interconnectedness of all love. It flows from us and toward us, creating a beautiful web of energy that transcends the boundaries of self and other. You may begin to notice that people are more willing to help, to listen, and to offer support. Relationships that once felt strained may begin to heal, as love flows freely between you and others. Opportunities, whether in your career, personal life, or spiritual growth, will begin to appear effortlessly. These opportunities are not random, they are a natural result of the love you are radiating into the world. Love is magnetic, it attracts what it is. And when you embody love, you attract more love, more peace, and more harmony into your life. Love is not a transaction, it is a vibration. The more you embody love, the more it will flow toward you, but it's important to understand that this is not a transactional process. Often, in our human experience, we view love through the lens of exchanges. If I give love, I should receive love in return. However, in the teachings of Buddhism, love is not something we give with the expectation of receiving something back. This is what makes love truly transformative. It is selfless and unconditional. When we give love from a place of expectation, we are not truly giving love, we are giving in order to get something in return. This creates an attachment, a desire, and a craving that ties us to the ego. But love, in its purest form, transcends ego. It is unconditional, free from attachment or desire. It does not seek recognition or reward. The Buddha taught us about the importance of releasing attachment, not only to material possessions but also to emotions, desires, and outcomes. Love, when it is given freely, is not a negotiation. It does not ask for anything in return, it simply is. And when we give love without attachment, we open ourselves to the flow of love from all directions, not just from the people we expect or the situations we think we control. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha explains that hatred does not cease by hatred, but by love. This is the highest truth. Love is the only force capable of overcoming negativity, fear, and hatred. When we embody love, we become a beacon of peace in the world. We cease to look for love from others, and instead, we become the source of love, radiating it outward in every moment, radiating love from within. True love does not come from external sources, it is born from within. It is the result of inner cultivation, of mindfulness, and of practicing the art of loving kindness toward ourselves and others. In Buddhism, we practice Tonglen, a practice of taking in the suffering of others and offering love and compassion in return. In this way, we transform the suffering around us into opportunities for love and healing. To live as love is to recognize that love is not just an emotion we feel in certain moments, it is a quality we cultivate, nourish, and share. It is not an act we perform, it is a way of being. And when we live from this place of being, we become a living embodiment of love in the world. In your day-to-day life, you may encounter challenges, moments of stress, or difficult people. In these moments, remember that love is not something you seek from outside yourself, it is something you generate from within. When you are faced with adversity, meet it with love. When you are confronted with anger or negativity, respond with compassion. The Buddha often spoke about the importance of cultivating patience and loving kindness in the face of adversity. This is the path to true peace, to true freedom, and to living as love. Living love in action, compassion and service. As you move through your life, let your actions be guided by love. Let every gesture, every word, every thought be infused with compassion. In the Bodhisattva vow, practitioners commit to attaining enlightenment not for themselves, but for the benefit of all beings. This is the true nature of love. It is not self-centered but expansive. Reaching out to touch the lives of others. Living as love means seeing others through the eyes of compassion, understanding their struggles, and responding with empathy. It means offering your time, energy, and resources to help others, without expecting anything in return. It means practicing mindfulness and being fully present with the people in your life. Listening deeply, and offering your heart without judgment. As you live from this place of love, you will find that your actions become a natural extension of your heart. You will not need to force yourself to be kind, patient, or generous. It will flow effortlessly, as love flows through you. And in doing so, you will create ripples of love in the world, touching the lives of those around you in ways both big and small. Love is the path to liberation. Ultimately, living as love is the path to liberation. In Buddhism, the ultimate goal is nirvana, the cessation of suffering, the end of attachment, and the realization of ultimate peace. Love is the path that leads us to this state of liberation. It is the antidote to suffering, the cure for ignorance, and the key to understanding our true nature. When we live as love, we let go of the desire for external validation, for power, for control. We surrender to the truth that love is already within us, and we begin to live from this truth in every moment. This is the essence of liberation, to be free from the ego, free from the need to seek love outside ourselves, and to rest in the knowing that we are already love, already complete. The Buddha taught that we are all capable of awakening to our true nature, and that love is the key to this awakening. As you continue on your journey, let love be your guide. Let it lead you to deeper understanding, to greater compassion, and to the realization that you are not separate from the world, you are one with it. And love is the force that binds us all together. May love guide your way. As you continue to embody love, may you find that your path becomes one of peace, joy, and harmony. May you see the world through the lens of love. And may your actions be guided by compassion and wisdom. And as you radiate love into the world, may you inspire others to do the same, creating a world filled with kindness, understanding, and unity. In this way, love becomes not just something you practice, but something you live. It becomes who you are. And in living as love, you will experience the deepest fulfillment and the highest form of liberation. May love guide your every step, today and always. A story of transformation. Let me share a story. A dear friend of mine once struggled deeply with the belief that she was unworthy of love. Every relationship she entered seemed to crumble, reinforcing her fears. One day, she decided to try a simple practice, meditating on her heart center every morning. At first, she felt nothing but resistance. But over time, something shifted. She began to notice small changes. She felt lighter, more at peace. Her laughter returned, and with it, a magnetic energy that others couldn't help but notice. Months later, she met someone who cherished her, not because she needed them to, but because she had already learned to cherish herself. Their love was a reflection of the transformation she had undergone. Her story is a testament to the power of this practice. When we shift our energy, the world shifts with us. The essence of love. In the end, the journey to attract love is not about finding someone to complete you. It is about realizing that you are already complete. Love is not an external goal but an internal state of being. By nurturing this energy within yourself, you create a ripple effect that touches every aspect of your life. So, take this time each day to sit with your heart. Plant the seed of love, and watch it grow. Remember, the love you seek is already within you, waiting to shine. And when you let it, The world will mirror it back to you in ways you could never have imagined. This is your journey. Walk it with love.